Okay, we've done the crank handles, as you see we've got there. Now I'm going to do the crank handle knob. Now to do this, I could do the same before, just start a new drawing, but I'm actually going to use this one for reference, just to show you how to achieve this, and maybe build the rest of the stuff later on. Now, the reason I'm going to use this because we know that we've got this hole at 6.35, and if you look at your drawing, you'll see that we do actually have, sorry, 4.75. We have another diameter there, and we know that that handle actually fits into that. So I'm actually going to use that as a basis to draw this handle. But I'm going to draw from the actual base of here. So we're going to go to features, sorry, sketch. I'm going to sketch, I'm going to turn this over, okay, and I'm going to click on that base there. But this time what I'm going to do is actually go to a thing called convert entities. So if I convert entities, it says entities to convert. Now I want to pick on that circle, okay, I'm going to right hand click. And you notice it goes black, so I now know that I actually have a sketch. Now I'm going to go to features, okay, and I'm going to go extrude boss base, okay, and I'm going to go up to surface, but I'm going to click that top surface. And notice it says merge result. I don't want this to merge, so I'm going to untick that and do that. And what you'll notice, if you look at your design tree here on the side, you have what they call solid bodies. If you click on that, I now have two entities. So if I click on that one, that is the main crank bar. Okay, and if I click on the other one, that highlights the hole. It's the hole I'm interested in. Now what I can do, just to make things a little bit easier, is if I right hand click over there, I can actually hide that. So I'm just left with that unit. You'll see the ghost of it, of the crank, but we can deal with that. So I've actually drawn the first part of the crank knob. So I now know that up from above that I have another cylinder that's 9.53. So go to sketch, I'm going to sketch, and I'm going to sketch on the top of that surface. But this time I'm going to go to circle, and I'm going to pull. See, it picks up that center. Pull that out. Okay, and I am going to give that a dimension, okay, because it's got its reference point of 9.53, okay, and I'm going to extrude this one. Now how high do I extrude this? If you look at the drawing, I can extrude it by 12.7, so go to features, go to extrude boss base, and I'm going to do that by 12.7. No, sorry, I've done that. Yeah, that's fine. It's 12.7. Now what have I done there? I'm not going to do by 12.7. Just come back out of that. Show you another little trick, because it's actually slightly less than that. So I'm going to extrude boss base. Okay, I've got 6.35 in there, which it is not. Well, it is actually. But another way to actually work out a calculation from there, if I go 12.7, okay, divided by 2, 6.35. Okay, so I've actually got my part. And I'm going to do the same again. I'm now going to go to sketch, sketch, on the top of that one there, and I am going to draw a circle from the center point out to there. Give it another dimension. Okay, and that, please, is going to be, if we look at the other drawing, is 31.75, so 31.75. Okay, so that's the big part. And I'm going to extrude that one, extrude boss base. Now, this is where the calculation comes in quite useful. So if I put in 22.23, but minus 12.7. Okay. So that gives me the sort of round of my sort of knob feature. Now, first of all, radiuses. We don't have a top radius for that, but let's have a look and see what we can do. So if I go into features on here, and I go to fillet, so I click on fillet, and it asks me for a radius. Now I know that bottom one between there and there is 6.35, so I put in 6.35. Okay, and I'm going to pick that line there. Perfect. And this next bit may not work because I need to know that distance, so I'm going to measure. Now up the top here you'll notice you've got a little bit of measuring tape. I'm going to measure that there, and I'm going to pick on that top surface, and I'm going to pick on that bottom surface, and you'll see I actually have a distance of 9.35, so 9.53, I beg your pardon. So what I'm going to do now, just to get this absolutely right, press escape to get rid of that. I'm going to go to my fillet feature. Okay, now you notice it's got the radius there, so I'm going to put in there 9.53 divided by 2, okay, which actually comes 4765. So I'm going to pick that point there, and I'm going to pick that point there, and you'll notice I have the perfect knob on that one. Excellent. Okay, so what I've forgotten about is I've actually got my crank handle there, so we're just going to bring that in on that, and you can see it fits perfectly. I can also rotate that around. Now save that out. You can either save that as in the part, because we might use it to do the other part, but I will show you later on how to save this part out so we can actually do an assembly later on. But I think for now we shall leave that alone. So we shall go on and do, for our next drawing, we'll do the crankshaft again, which can be a little bit more complex. You can also actually revolve that around a sketch, which I'll show you in class, but that's probably the easiest and quickest way to do that. Okay, that's enough for that one.